Now, something a little bit different to walk you around today at the garage at Stanley Mills. It's absolutely lovely little Ford Street car, Ice. This has only done 28,000 miles from new. Two-owner car, and the last lady owner has had the car since 2012. So she's owned it for, well, going on sort of 9 years. And the car is absolutely lovely. It really, really is. It's an absolute sweetheart of a little car. Never really caught on these, we've got to be honest, when they were new. I think the biggest mistake Ford made was to put the 1600 engine in them, and a lot of people that would have liked them simply couldn't afford to insure them. And they've sort of been passed over the years as, I don't know, just one of those things that nobody's really bothered with. But it seems now, and from what I saw on some auction results for a couple of these last year, on trade auctions or classic car auctions, that they're just starting to get a little bit of a following. Maybe people are starting to realise that for not a lot of money, you can have a reasonable investment on something that may well go up in value in the future. Who knows? But for not a lot of money, they are a lot of fun. One other slight issue that they came by with these was, unfortunately, the road tax is quite high on them. I think currently it's about £300 a year. Nothing we can do about that, unfortunately. It's down to the government structuring of it. But a lot of cars fell into that purely because of the emissions. But negative points aside, cracking little car, really, really good looking, a lot of fun, and you know they are a lot of fun to drive. They handle extremely well, the performance is good on them, and they're just something a little bit different, aren't they? So a little look inside. You got the leather interior there, all black leather. So all in good condition, which you would expect for a 28,000 mile car. Pop the ignition on there. Hopefully in a minute the mileage will come up. There you go. 28,100 and something, 192. Got aircon, CD player. A lot of people now probably don't know what a CD player is. Something else that's been and gone in cars. Now everything's multimedia or something, I don't know, I'm lost track with it. Apple CarPlay. I've got to have somebody explain to me one day what that is. I haven't got a clue. So electric mirrors, everything. So don't be looking for the button to make the hood go up, because there isn't one. It's a purely mechanical method and pretty straightforward. If I can do it without trapping my fingers, hood goes over that way and to about there. Lift the back partition up, close that down. That's it, job done. I made a bit of a mess of that trying to do it one-handed, but you can go on about how quick electric roofs are. They're not as quick as that if it's raining, believe me. So, good looking car still with the hood up. A little bit of minor issue we just got to solve. I'll just highlight it there. We're going to get this solved next week. But the rear window, unfortunately due to age, has cracked. So we're just going to pop the car up to our coach trimmers who will they'll pop a new rear window in there, which will lose the opaqueness of it as well, which is gathered over time with the plastic. But everything with it, you know, alloy wheels, all really good condition. A couple of little minor dings in the door there, but I think that is probably, realistically, the only marks that there are. So if you fancy something that's a cheap, possible, I use the word possible because I'm not an expert, but future classic. I think the last one that I said that we saw at auction sold for about £2,500 at auction, and I did hear that the garage that bought it retailed it for approximately £5,000. So, don't know where they found a customer for it at that price. I don't think they've quite got there yet. You might prove me wrong. Anyway, anything else you want to know about the car? We've got loads of history for it. We've got bills, we've got old MOTs, 2 keys with it. Give us a call. Thanks a lot.